Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have almost done with the modeling of this, texturing of this particular stylish interior over here. So let's open the reference image over here. So now what we'll be doing over here is like few things are left which will be opening up over here. We'll be doing that. So some of the material parameters are left out. We'll be doing that. So let's again take a Vray material over here. Let's go into this. Select this both over here and let's assign a bit of a dark material, dark brownish material. Oops. Select this and just assign the material over here. For this, again take a Vray material, go into this, slightly add a bit of diffuse, add a bit of slight reflection, glossiness you can reduce it if required over here, and let's give more reflection and assign it. After that, once it is done, so for this what I'll be doing is like, okay, this is totally okay, we can utilize this according to our needs, that's totally okay. So if you want, we can just go over here and give a UVW map, set it as a box over here and slightly increase its height and convert to editable poly. Now let's go into this. Let's go into the light. Let's go into Vray and let's take a Vray Sun over here. So I'll just go into this and I'll drag a Vray Sun right from here. So it's asking you, would you like to automatically add a Vray Sky? So let's click OK. Now into that, over here, select this, click over here, slightly drag it over here from this particular window. So I can just select this, go into the modify, and into that I'll just increase the ozone and I'll increase the turbidity. Let's click on the filter color. Let's go over here and slightly add a filter color. Click OK and increase the photon emit radius. So you can slightly increase the now. So now I can slightly increase the turbidity and increase the ozone as 1. Just save the file. Let's go into this and just check. So now you can see that the intensity is very high right now over here. So I'll again go over here. I'll just make this view as perspective and I'll go into this and I'll increase or reduce this intensity to 0.3, 0.05. So I can do that. I can slightly increase the photon emit radius if required. So we can see that a light will be carried out in that way. right from the window over here. Now, so let's just render and see how it looks like. So I have just put one light over here right now, a Vray Sun. So which is just illuminating right from the window. Alright. So you can slightly reduce the reflection for the floor if required, and also it is looking more noisy. So if required, you can slightly reduce the noise also. Alright. So we can go into the material one more time. Let's go into the flooring section. Let's go into the floor. We'll reduce this reflection. Let's push this up so we can check out the bump map if required. So I'll reduce it to 0.05. So for the fabric, we have assigned one texture. Okay, so we can slightly reduce the bump map wherever it is required. Reduce it, and let's render it once again. So now that's better. Now after that, let's again go into this. I'll add one V-ray light. I think there is a lot of reflections over here, I guess. Is a white color for the fabric. The fabric is having a lot of reflections. We'll slightly reduce it. We don't need that many reflections over here. So I'll go into this and let's add a V-ray light. So I'll just add a V-ray light right from this over here. I'll push it out slightly from here. Again, if you want, you can just activate this stuff, save this file, select the light, go into this, invisible, no decay, and very important is like, let's go into the temperature of this light slightly, and I'll reduce this 0.2 over here, 0.4. This is totally okay, or else you can even define this light from this axis. Many of the axes you can define the light. So before that, let's again go into the material. I'll go into this material over here. Let's take a V-Ray HDRI. So I'll just take a V-Ray HDRI over here. I'll go into this and let's call an HDRI. So let's take an HDRI. So I downloaded some of the HDRIs over here. Okay. So I think we can take this HDRI over here, make it as spherical, and after that what we can do is I'll make it as a ground projection. Let's go into the render setup, go into the environment, and let's drag this HDRI right over here in this way. Also we can go over here into this render setup, go into this, and into the environment we have nothing over here. I can push this environment map over here into the HDRI, so I can utilize this, and still we can slightly work with the light. So if you go over here slightly, I'll just push the light a bit up or wherever it is required. So we can just push this. Alright, I think this looks much better now. After that, so I've added an HDRI map. Let's set up a color mapping. Also, I'll reduce the noise threshold to 0.001. Activate this local subdivisions, and let's render this and see how it looks like. Alright, so guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So as you can see over here, we have started with the lighting part for this particular stylish interior over here. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the coming tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.